How's it going, you sexy beast? Welcome back to the third episode of the Subscriber Sunday Q&A series, where I'm so very glad that you guys are liking it so far. First and foremost, I had a question last Sunday asking if I'd do a video where I grew up with other well-known Planetside YouTubers, and I've since compiled a list of the most biggest and badass names in the community, and I'll be getting in contact with them soon to see if everyone's down for doing a video like that. Also, I was lucky enough to be a guest on STLYoungblood and TheKoolaidLine's Duality series, where we discussed upcoming roadmap changes and the much anticipated April balance update, which you can find a link in the description below. Make sure to go over there and give those guys some lovin'. So for this episode, I'm going to be trying something completely different than the previous two. Please let me know if this new style is preferred over the old, or if you would like me to stick to the older ways of doing things. Also, if I absolutely butcher the crap out of pronouncing your name, I am so very sorry. Let's go ahead and kick off things with Leon Sperling asking, what is your favorite class to play and why? Well, I'm sure if you can tell from the gameplay that you're seeing, more than likely, my favorite class to play has got to be the Heavy Assault. That's it. Or the Combat Medic. Or the Light Assault. When I first started off playing, I loved to play the Engineer. I just loved to always have ammo. I'd love to give ammo to people. Even though I never really played with vehicles that much, the Repair Tool helped a lot when I would spawn on a Sunder, and it's getting blown the fuck up. So, Heavy Assault has probably got to be my favorite thing. It has the highest adaptability to fight anything. I always run the Hawk, or the Grounder, or whatever the hell it's called for Vonner. I believe the Hades, maybe? To lock on to enemy aircraft, which also can be dumbfired, which can deal with enemy maxes or vehicles. So, Heavy Assault all the way. It's just my favorite class to kick ass with. Bo Zombies for the win 1 asked for how long are you already playing Planetside and how did you discover it? Well, I've been playing Planetside ever since I got into the beta sometime in 2011, I think. Probably. My friend actually was trying to get me to play Planetside 1 a whole bunch, and he's like, hey man, Planetside 2 is coming out, you should get into the beta. And I did, and I played the crap out of it with him, and he's recently, well, he quit playing it a long time ago. But I'm still here. Woo! Yeah. Just in Time asks, why do you think the Reaver is horrible? I don't actually think the Reaver is horrible. I think it is really good if you know how to use it. For me, though, I'm not that good at using it. I'm pretty awful. That's kind of why I like to stick with a Mosquito. It's kind of the even ground. I would say if you're the best at flying and you just want to do like 1v1 flights and air superiority crap, then you should probably be sticking with the Scythe, since that is the best at really boring, hovering, flying away dogfights and crap. But the Reaver is really good. I really like the rotary on that thing when you can get really close and just murder the crap out of other ESFs, I believe in one magazine, which that's pretty awesome. But I just like sticking with the Mosquito. That's the one I put the most time into for the Earning My Wings video, and that's probably going to be the one I'm going to stick with. Tobias Isakovic asks, what is your favorite toothbrush brand? I don't really have a favorite. Probably Oral-B. That's kind of the only one I've had. I've had 2 electric ones, that's about it. I don't really have a preference. I just get refills whenever my toothbrush becomes nasty as hell. Yeah. Cyrix Black asks, if you had to choose milk or toast? I would probably have to choose milk. I believe milk would have more implications that it can be used in the real world. The real world. But not so much toast. I feel like milk could be used for a lot of things. Like you could drink it, and you could put it on cereal. And what can you do with toast? Put butter on it. Yeah. Woo. And that kind of leads me into the next question. Gidesks asks, what's your favorite kind of cereal? Well, this is probably not my best answer. A lot of them. I don't think I have a favorite. When I was growing up, I think my choice would be Captain Crunch Peanut Butter Crunch. But, you know, Cheerios works. I don't have a preference. If it's sweet and makes me fat, then I'm all for it. Avery O asks, did you build your computer or build it? Yes, I did. I actually did build my computer. I'm sure if that's supposed to be build my computer or buy it. I had to buy the parts, but I put all the parts together and I made it, which isn't that great anymore. But I went on a new egg. I kind of know a little bit about computers. I'm not the greatest at it, but I was able to get all the parts that I needed and put it together, which I actually do have a video showing it, so you can check that out on my channel. I'll probably link it somewhere. Porkrine asks, favorite booty out of all 3 factions? How is that even a question, man? There is only one delicious booty. That is a Vanu Infiltrator. There is no other booty. No other booty. Vanu Infiltrator with a halftone camo. Or, you know, Terran Republic booty with halftone camo. Halftone camo is just awesome. If you want booty, halftone camo all the way. Awesome Epicness asks, with what software do you record Planetside 2 and on what servers do you play? Well, I use a lot of crap to record Planetside 2. First off, I use DX Story, which I've upgraded since I used Fraps a long time ago. If you guys want to see me make a video on everything that I use and everything, let me know. Regardless, I use DX Story, I use virtual audio cable, and I get 4 audio channels to record Planetside, so I can get everything perfectly. Then, if I do a voiceover, I'll be using, what's it called? Audacity, that's what it's called. And then to get it all together and make it all juicy and delicious for you guys to actually see with your eyeballs, I use Sony Vegas Pro 12 and I render that out in 1440p so you guys can get the best pixels. Kyle Terrace asks, "Sup, Drath?" What's up, Kyle? How you doing, man? I hope you're having an awesome weekend, and thank you for submitting your question. Will Franzoni asks, are they making the knife into a weapon slot like they have on the test server? Yes, they are. If you are unaware right now, with the current knife, you just push T, your guy goes, huh. But on the test server, if you hold T, you go, huh, and then you keep your knife out. It's kind of neat. And then, subsequently, once you have your knife out, you can click, and you'll do a horizontal swipe to the left, and if you click one more time, you will return another horizontal swipe to the right, which really makes the knife a lot more stronger. A lot stronger. A lot stronger. Which I kind of wish I was doing with my ninja loadout, because that would have made it so much easier. Oh my god. Well, yes, they are making it a weapon swap, and they are monetizing it. They currently have I believe one knife type for each faction out right now, which kind of makes it look platinum and kind of shitty. So instead of a chain blade, it's just the chain blade skeleton without the chainsaw on it. So it looks awful. The Xanarath asks, how do you feel about the GSM community? Also, how about them butts? I already said what I feel about them butts, and I love them butts. And what about the GSM community? I believe that we are all fucked up. There is no particular person that is perfectly awesome. I know I am hella fucked up, and I don't pass judgment on anybody. I believe I had a question about what I feel about bronies in general, which I know it's not really the same as GSM or LGBT and all that jazz, but I feel like people just like to blow shit up out of proportion for absolutely no reason. We're all stuck on this planet, as much as we hate it, and hate it, love it, whichever. And there's nothing we can do. So we might as well have a good time. That's all. I just want to have fun in my life. That's all I want to do. If I have to work in a really shitty cubicle for the rest of my life, that's not going to be my life. I really got off topic there. But anyway, live and let live. To each their own. I judge no one. Live your life, man. B-man. Whichever. And AST5515 asks, what car do you drive? Is it an automatic transmission or a manual transmission? I drive a 1996 Ford Mustang 5-speed manual transmission. She is my baby. Whenever I was growing up, I'd always go, oh man, look at that Mustang! And I always wanted so bad. And now I have one. It's awesome. And I love the crap out of it. I would never drive an automatic transmission ever again. They're just way too boring. Driving a manual just makes me feel like every time I drive, I'm in a racing movie, and it's cool as hell. Hip Russian Man asks, do you like potatoes? Yes, potatoes are awesome. If you boil them, you can mash them, you can even stick them on a plate and eat them too. It's kind of neat. The only downside about potatoes is sometimes they can have a famine, but I don't think there's been one in quite a while. That would suck, though. And last, but certainly least, Zoran the Bear asks, why don't you answer my questions, Drath? Yeah, I'm just gonna have to skip that one for now. There you have it, you sexy beasts. Hopefully you like this new format of the Subscriber Sunday Q&A. If you did, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you have a question you're itching to ask me, go ahead and do so. I'll grab a bunch of them in next week's video and see if I can answer them. Hopefully. Thank you all so much for watching, and if I could give you a super badass high five in person, I would. Remember to drop your questions, let me know if the new format is good or not, give the video a big super awesome VS Infiltrator booty slap thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe because it is absolutely free.